Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This video is pretty simple actually. This is Frieza's child. Or what if Deku was Frieza's child? This child would have been sent here before the entire, Frieza killing his entire race thing. So yeah. Or before, his own race can kind of go extinct. As, Frieza had a child, kind of didn't really care about the child. As, he kind of just sent the child off. The child would be sent through a black hole. The child would then transport to another universe. And basically that's where we stop. If you're wondering how the child survived, remember, the cells in Frieza's body allow it to be destroyed by a supernova. Pretty sure if there's someone that is the child of Frieza, pretty sure they can also survive a black hole. Of course, minimal intact. So give or take, most of his body was destroyed, only leaving to certain parts force evolving. I'll say he was in a black hole for a decent amount of time, so his body was kind of forced regeneration over and over again. It kind of ripped them apart and then kind of formed back together to the point where he can not survive a black hole but kind of have resistance towards black holes. But basically, technically survived a black hole, went to another universe, crashed down to Earth. And yeah, let's get this started. This is the My Hero Academia universe. A world where quirks and other things are like a thing. As this beam of green light will start to form and inevitably crash down to Earth. That's the green light. Would inevitably turn into a speck, into a single cell. Yes, a single cell, blood cell specifically. One cell. Meaning that, yes, I did say it kind of ripped apart his body and then, recreated it. But at the same time, the black hole was too powerful, so only one blood cell survived. So yes. This universe was different from their normal ones. Their power levels were nowhere near. Or at least, how should I make this make sense? Plot reasons. I'm gonna have training do plot reasons. Anyways, the basic abilities. He's able to, like Broly, adapt to fighting styles quickly, and basically able to kind of, as you fight him, he becomes stronger to the point where you can't beat him unless, another person steps in. Or even so, you gotta kill him before his ability kicks in. Or kind of overcharge or more lines. Make sure this dude don't see you when you kill him. So yeah. Very rapid learner. Midori will be sent, and why not? I'll say for plot convenience, he also has his pod. Plot convenience. Moral of a wormhole, now that I think about it, not a black hole, but a wormhole. So, yes. So, instead of kind of ripping him apart, I'll just say you kind of just the wormhole kind of just transferred him to another universe. Simple as that. Don't know if they're the same thing, but it is what it is. Plot convenience. Anyways, what would happen is Midoriya would, or sorry, what should I call him? Frieza, Deku. I'll just call him Deku for now. Can't really think of any custom Frieza names, anyways. He would be sent down to Earth. That Earth would, how would you say, basically, I'll say this is the time where All Might is in UA. Because it said so. So, while this is happening, Midoriya doesn't wake up, but more lines is kind of stuck in the ice. Literally. I'll say he kind of crashed in Antarctica, and since the compact of like a wormhole spitting, is like a lot of speed, instead of destroying, the universe by having something so small, but yet, it is, instead you kind of bury him under like layers of millions of years of ice, basically. Yeah, I'm pulling off Captain America, yes. Anyways, after years, there will be researchers. And they would be looking for ancient relics beneath the ice of Antarctica. That Antarctica would be no other than David Shield. Trying to figure out, I'll say, what's the convenience? I'll say, out of a sudden, okay, I just made it. Okay, I understand now. Okay, so here's gonna go. Summer. I'll say the only reason why this boy woke up is because of global warming. Froze up too much of the ice, or melted too much of the ice. Sunlight started to hit the pod, all the way deep inside the ice. I'll say there's like that hole is kind of like straight almost. So I'll say the sun is like summer. It was like this hole was like right below the sun, so it kind of had a direct thing towards the hole. Anyways, the pod will heat up, and a rescue or some sort of signal will be let out, as David Shield's business and research will get this, notification. Some sort of unknown object, sir. Some sort of unknown object is, sounding out some sort of unknown frequency. As inevitably, get all your men out there, as basically, David Shield going to Antarctica. And studying whatever this interference is. This interference will lead to the awakening of a very special boy. As Midoriya wouldn't wake up until David Shield, or at least David Shield does his entire thing. So they would pick up the pod, bring it to the lab, try to disassemble it, but then realize that the metal that is used to create this thing is way stronger than what they have. So, yes. Instead of trying to deconstruct it, they would try to figure out what it does. As they would find buttons and things on there, trying to hack into it and seeing what it is, but, it's an unknown, technology from, ancient time. They would think it's very futuristic, or at least too futuristic, so they'll think it's from the future. But, well, they're wrong. It's actually from the flippin' past. But anyways, as studying this ship, they would realize that there's a life form in there. David Shield? we finally picked up something from the spacecraft we recovered years ago. This spacecraft has a life form in it. As you know, David Shield will have his eyes open. Is like, wait, what? Impossible. Nothing can survive that long. As you know, science stuff. They would try and get, whatever is in there that's still living. As you know, you see a little baby Deku, heart still beating. Doot, 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 doot. As, basically. Basically, kind of in a curled up state to, body warmth. Anyways. This would cause something to appear as, the awakening of Midoriya. As I'll say they try to hit it open, inevitably using a wrench or something, and, inevitably making up enough noise for the life form to actually wake up. As you know, then the message, before the pod will open, the message will play. My dear child, I am your father, Frieza. I send you on a mission to one day rule, planets and basically, everything, or at least just sectors of, the universe. You know what I mean? Basically, like, kind of sans, give the basic speech. I have assigned you to capture worlds, and once you have completed and captured enough worlds, I would come and find you. But you know very well Frieza tried to, but kind of in another universe. So yeah. As after the speech will be done, Midoriya would wake up. Or technically is ready, or the pod would, open up. As weapons upon weapons will be aimed at Midoriya. I'll say Midoriya, like Goku, did hit his head. So, he's not instant Black Air Force mode. So, yeah. Oh, my head. As they're kind of, men just targeting him with, like, weaponry. Who are you? As I'll say, all that there was in... Okay, let me rephrase the message that was in the pod. Basically, world domination or universal domination. Yeah, that's a better word. Universal domination. Take over the world. He wasn't specific on how to do it. He just kind of, domination, everything, and whatnot. Because, he kind of didn't have that much time. Kind of... The pod with his child with, using the Dragon Balls kind of just appeared. And then kind of just sent it off. So, Goku... After killing Frieza, wouldn't, go for the pod and try to kill the child, so yeah. That's how that entire scenario happened. Oh yeah, back to, Deku. Deku would have many guns trained on him. He wouldn't understand what's happening, but all he would know is that domination. Universal domination. As basically, he would just fly up and just destroy the roof. Flying up to another world. As I'll say he had like the basic things on him. I'll say he had like the scouter. I'll say give him some supplies. The scouter. Yeah, but basically that's it. I can't think of anything else. Why? So he would have the scouter kind of help him out on, power levels. Inevitably, seeing a very green planet with life on it. It would be a little similar to Earth's life. Also, did I mention he's very fast? So yeah. Earth life. And not Earth life, but like life on it. It's like a very green planet. Think of can't remember what the planet's name was. But King Kai's place. Yeah, that planet, but like a lot bigger. And, there's water, there's life forms on it. Very peaceful. As, Midoriya was like, huh. As, he recalls his pod. As, the scouter will give him all the information. Send the pod. As, the pod would kind of just fly up. And just kind of, get yeeted to, It'll take a couple of days for the pod to get there. As Midoriya would study the life form, seeing that their power levels are averagely very low. Either at power level 10 to, 1. So, yeah, they have a pretty decent power level. At least for, children, I guess. Babies. These would be, I'll say... These life forms would be unique. Think of them as, I don't know, just think of, exotic animals or something. Some sort of alien on the planets. I'll say, they have the tribes on the planet. So I'll say the planet isn't, it's just in stages of, evolution. As, he would see sea creatures walking on land. Interesting. Fascinating. What's a unique species? I must learn more. As basically, Spore, if you ever heard of Spore, the video game, basically what's happening, he's basically seeing this. It's happening very fast to him, but for, the animals, it's happening slowly. Fascinating. They evolve at a rapid rate. But yet so small. Oh, I wish I can destroy this planet, and then recreate it. Then again, they might have the ability to evolve that. As inevitably, they would form into Cybermen. Oh, such an interesting species. As immediately the Cybermen, as soon as they, evolved into Cybermen, they would immediately try to destroy Midoriya. But, Midoriya, with that backhand, how dare you? I am your god. How dare you try to kill your god? As you know, I'll say Midoriya did help some of the, little creatures. So, yeah. I'll say they started off as, bean worms. So, little worms, and then, and inevitably evolved to Cybermen. I helped you. I helped to grow you. I helped make you evolve. You dare put hands on me. I should kill you where you stand. As inevitably, they learn very quickly this man isn't to be messed around with. As after a couple days, they start worshipping him. Scouter, mark off one planet. Already conquered, you can say. As you know, this planet would be called Green Planet, I guess. Or give or take, Life Planet. Or think of... He would give it a name after himself. Planet Emerald. I'll say it's a pretty big planet. I'll say it's bigger than Jupiter from how big it is. So, yeah. A very big planet. It just shows how, fast this man is. He got them speedy legs. Of course, he's not as strong, though. Since, in sacrifice for his strength, he had to, get speed. Of course, though, he is gaining, strength slowly. So many of you.
This planet is so big, I wonder what else is on this planet. I'll call this... Jungo. Yes. The green... What shall the title be? Juggo the... Emerald Planet, yes. The Emerald Planet. Interesting. Scouter. Mark 1 planet. Owned 1 planet. And set the coordinates as... home.
As basically he has like an entire planet of Jupiter, or a bit bigger than Jupiter planet, full of like just Cybermen, I guess. And inevitably the Cybermen do evolve into different colors. So yes, he does train with the Cybermen, and he does train the Cybermen, and the Cybermen somewhat train with him. And, they figured out, inevitably they can, self-destruct. So, yeah. Fascinating. As there will be predators on the planet, if you're wondering. There's, like, I'll say the things they had on Broly's planet. And then, alien-like dinosaurs they had on the planet. As you know, he helped the Cybermen to evolve into, fighting machines. I'll say he knows, like, the basic punching and blocking. Dodge, weave, punch, dodge, weave, uppercut. The basic fundamentals of fighting. The longer he, works with the Cybermen, the more he realizes, this is taking too long. I already claimed this planet as my own. I'll take some of these with me. Cybermen, do me a favor. I need materials for a spaceship. So I'll say, the Cybermen with the materials they have on that planet, I'll say it's a sort of space steel iron, like a meteoric steel or meteoric iron of some kind. That can create, I'll say the friezas spaceship he had before it was, destroyed. So yeah. But for now, I'll say it's like, just a normal ship. It's, not that big compared to Frieza's. I'll say, it's able to fit in, give or take, like, 10 Cybermen plus Frieza. And then, there's some space to walk around in between them. Some space. So it's like pretty decent, pretty averagely big, but not that big. Okay, I'll call you Cole, I call you Alex, I'll call you Blue, I'll call you Zeno. As he names all the Cybermen. He's like Frieza. He's basically having fun playing God at this point. Like, bruh, this man's like, ooh, what can I do? Like, he's so curious. He's like, he has his Izuku Midoriya's curiosity. And, he's learning, how to play God, basically. Naming them and everything. I'll say unlike the Cybermen in the DBZ, these Cybermen actually have, different forms. Like, so, they have different sizes. So buff, some can be buff, some can be tall, some can be small. So, different shapes and forms. Some evolved, some kind of just stayed the same. So, kind of Midoriya kind of messing around with, the worms. Kind of creating new species. And inevitably has his own lab as well. But he doesn't have his lab. It's more of lines of just a table with, like, I'll say chemicals on it. I'll say what they had on their its planet. It's a liquid that is lighter. Well, not lighter, but yeah, I'll say it was lighter than water. It's like a water that's lighter than water. Technically it doesn't count as water if it's lighter. It's think of it as like think of it as water in space, but due to the just giantness of the planet, it keeps the water on the planet. So yeah, you can poke it and all that. Interesting.
So fascinating. Evolution. I wonder, am I able to go through this evolution of some kind? Evolving. As you know, he would set his marks on Earth. I'll say yes, he does go to Earth, but more lines kind of just visits it once or twice. As now, I'll say before he was more lines just taking notes, or like small notes on like the atmosphere and whatnot. You know how people can breathe and whatnot. Until he actually wants to interact with them. So he has a spaceship. I'll say he has it in the jungle.
Cybermen, make camp here. Or more line civilization. Yes, indeed. Yes, that'd be interesting for your next evolution. I want you all to make civilization here, but only in this area near the spaceship. Use the resources I have on my ship to do so. I'm pretty sure wasting all the resources on our ship is a good idea, since, from what I can tell, these life forms have their own resources I can take with pleasure. Now, how should I interact with them? Should I say hello? Should I say goodbye?
As you know, he learns like the basic fundamentals of their language first. Yeah. Wait, no, they do speak Japanese. Whatever they speak, he learns how to speak English. So yeah. Don't know how that works, but I'll say DBZ English is a little different than My Hero Academia English for research purposes. Oh wait, no, I'll say he can not learn English, but learn Japanese. Sorry, I was mistaken. Sorry on that part. He learns how to speak Japanese, and a couple other languages on the way, like Spanish. I'll say he learns Japanese, Spanish, and I'll say Russian. Cause I'll say he visited Russia at one point. Southern Russia, interesting. So yeah. I'll say not lines. He has like these drones he set to like these planets to kind of record people talking and kind of get their language. So he learns Japanese, Spanish, and Russian. A very smart boy, big boy. As he starts to walk around, people start to see him, but don't think of anything of it.
It seems my appearance is somewhat normal on this planet. I don't know what these abilities are. Interesting. I would love to get more research, but I excluded all of my resources for the civilization of evolution. Scouter. I need other Cybermen to have scouters as well. Send them a message on the ship. Make a factory of scouters, simple ones though. Not as advanced as mine, of course, but simple ones that they can tell the basic fundamentals of power levels. So they know what's dangerous and what is not. From what I can hear, all of these power levels are averagely low. My power level, I believe, is about 100. I must become stronger. While all the other Cybermen power levels are about either 10, 20, 30, and their maximum is about 60. I am working on a 70 power leveled Cybermen, though. I must train more.
As a person walks by, nice quirk, freak. As thinking he's a human with a quirk, but sadly, he's not. He not, bro. As he asks some people questions.
Hello there, madam. What is this planet's called?
As he will get the name of Earth. As he would set everything.
Scouter set this planet name to Earth. As you know, he would then look at the direction of his planet, or planet Jugo, the Emerald Planet, and is pretty decent far away. So inevitably, he does start sacrificing speed for strength now. So kind of like a reverse card of what he did. Interesting. As you know, David Shields, vicinity over years. I'll say he was there for like a couple years. So, they fought, they sensed that something was entering the atmosphere once more, but it was bigger. And it wasn't a meteoroid. So, yeah. Also, if you're wondering, Midoriya does collect meteorites for the metal that's inside of them, and crystals. So, yeah.
So, my memories of being on this planet are very small. From what I can tell, the scouter said emergency warning. Now that I think about it, I don't think I would have gotten hurt by those things. Maybe I have. My body isn't fully comparable to defend bullets, I believe. I haven't pursued training yet. But from what I can tell, I am getting there. Soon I will be bulletproof.
As, he's doing iron, skin training. Trying to, harden his skin with, metal rods. And inevitably trying to, become, bulletproof. I'll say, while with Ki, now we go to the Ki portion of Midoriya. The Ki portion of Midoriya, he has a emerald or a light green like aura for Ki. And I'll say he knows some of the abilities, like beam. I'll say he knows Piccolo's beam. He knows a couple moves. What else? He knows I'll say he knows the some of their moves, like the kind of point laser beam. So yeah, the laser beam thing he Frieza does. He knows how to collect Ki and give Ki. But he's only able to give Ki to things that are either half of his, power level or at his power level. Or, kind of, 50 and above, basically. And it has to be, it can't be anything small either. It has to be something big. But he will, focus his Ki into, trying to have flowers bloom, though.
I'll see.
As he sees, I'll say, what shall happen? I'll say, someone's running. And, someone just got robbed. Midoriya's kind of just staring. I should probably help them. Seems of some sort of problem. I'll deal with it immediately, since I am going to be ruling this planet sooner or later. As he points the beam. Oh, wait. I guess killing on this planet is illegal, they call the rules. As he just kind of points down to the dude's ankle. Kind of whomp. Yeah, giant hole in this man's ankle. Just gone. Man's ankle bone just gone with that beam. My foot. There's another dude screaming. What a pest. Deal with them later. As he's walking by. Also getting notifications of, how far the civilization with the Cybermen are doing. I think there's brown, black, green, yellow, I think red. I think there's basically every color of this color spectrum of Cybermen. I think black is the strongest. Either that or yellow. Wait, no. Yellow stamina, blue's Ki,
Yellow, I think, is speed. Black, strength. White is, I think, intelligence. Or is that durability? I can't remember, but they all every color of the Cyberman spectrum each have the their goals, or not goals, but they each succeed in something, either stamina or something like that. As inevitably, he walks into an alleyway. I see, unlike others. Because I'll say he is trying to adapt or kind of make an adaptable mode to everyone's power level on Earth with all the quirks and whatnot. So I'll say he's trying to create a setting by discovering information about the quirks. So kind of like a auto adaptable mode where it can calculate everyone's power level on Earth plus and minus their quirks. So yeah. I see. Huh. Oh, you have a normally average, or a bit higher than average, power level. You're interesting. Ooh, I would like to study you. As you know, then he's whispering to himself or mumbling. Interesting. And then notices, there's a person behind them about to, I'll say this is, a student from UA, future student from UA. As they try to, the criminal tries to do ungood things to this child. Wait, what? No, that'd be too early, because I'm still in the, I think this is the beginning years of All Might as a hero, so it's not that far. I still give it like 3 years. Yeah, I think I'm a bit too early for that. Hold on. Yeah, yo. Actually, no. Yeah. Okay, I got this. Okay, I got this. Okay, so this is how it's gonna roll. Maybe. Would this make sense, though? You know what? An idea? I won't put the character I want to put in there, but I will put a hero in training, technically. I think they're in training. I think at this point they're having that problem with the hero suit. With the entire hero law about showing skin. So yeah, I got easy man about to murk this dude. Cause he knows the laws. He just don't care. Like he knows the basic things. He knows that if you kill someone, people act rashly and they kind of scream. So he notices when he kind of killed someone on somewhere and kind of freaked out of their action. But he just doesn't care. What a pest. Meow. Killing the person on spot. As they walk up to this person with, I'll say, a couple scars, couple bruises, bleeding a little bit. I'll say a couple broken bones. I'll say there are a couple people. So I'll say there's like, give for sake, like 4 people. This man just put out 4 fingers. Killed all of them. This man, I told you, this man evil, bro. Like he Izuku, but he evil, bro. Like he don't care for he don't care for them. He sees. Okay, this is how he sees. Anything below him is nothing but a test subject and can be replaced. But if the only way you're gonna get his respect is if you're a higher power level than he is, or at least at the same power level or near the same power level. So give or take like 90 and above. As you would see, this girl would have a power level of 80. Why not? I'll say this is because, you know, they kind of hurt. I'll say every time you get hurt, your power level decreases. Hmm. 8.5. Interesting. As he would basically, as the girl would be fainting, he would drag the girl or kind of just float with the girl, bridal style. Where was it? I need to build muscle memory now. To fit more information. Ah, there it is. As you know, he kind of starts heading towards the direction of, you know, the pod or the ship. So you would see, you know, the Cybermen have done, you know, kind of a giant, what was it called? Crater. They dug a giant crater, a giant one like they have with those on the moon, and kind of made like a space station, basically on Earth. So yeah. You know, they got the plant life, they got everything. They want to see what they can grow, and they want to see if they can grow their plants on their planet from their planet on Earth. he's more like a scientist than anything, or more lines like Midoriya. He's curious, and since, you know, Midoriya doesn't know since he wasn't human, he's a lot more curious now. So take that quirk fundamental nerdiness and just add that by like a lot. Oh. Medics. As you know, I'll say pink Cybermen come up. Medics immediately. Or just random colors. I'll say just say Cybermen in general, the green ones, normal ones. Medics. Cybermen immediately. Take this life form onto my ship, to the medic bay. If you already have a medical bay, of course. Did you build one? As you know, they nod their heads no, not yet, but it is almost complete. It's 50% complete. I'll say he did bring a bit of them, or more lines, they kind of just grew them. With while testing Earth's atmosphere, they realized they can also grow Cybermen on Earth as well, and you know, inevitably doing tests on the Cybermen. Showing, unlike Cybermen who have you know, naturally have a thing of 30, these versions of Cybermen are born with a power level of 50, meaning that their what was it called? Potential is bigger than the normal Cybermen, or at least they're able to learn faster. As you know, by the time he has doubled in Cybermen, so on, you know, 10 Cybermen, now there's 20 Cybermen. So they have, I'll say the reason they're able to build this fast is because they have very good technology. Because I'll say Midoriya used his pod and, you know, used his scouter and kind of adapted that into the Cybermen's, you know, brain to kind of, you know, learn how to make, you know, technology. So I'll say they're, you know, very smart Cybermen, or at least to the point to create things. So yeah.
Okay, I'll be back. Or more lines, take this life form and recover it to full health. I'm gonna do experiments on them. I want to see what's gonna happen.
As he does experiments, you know, he takes blood samples and, you know, he realizes, you know, x-rays and everything, that there's this extra joint in the pinky toe, or, you know, he finds out where the quirk is, you know, he kind of studies the quirk.
Ah, so that's what these so-called abilities are. Quirks.
Or not quirks, but I'll say she had, like, a card on her, like, you know, like UA card, you know, it shows her quirk, name, date, you know, everything on it. He kind of, you know, read the card and kind of, you know, got the information from there. Quirk, sleeping gas, as you know.
Ah, so that's what these abilities are called. Quirks. I wonder if they're all like that, but on probability, though, I've seen very unique ones. If these are what their title is. They're interesting. In any case, I might have to, synthetically make some quirks. They'll be so useful for my Cybermen. They can gather me ki. Interesting.
I don't know, he studies with a sample of, I'll say he takes a couple blood samples of Midnight. Yes, it's Midnight. Anyways, he takes a couple samples of her, has his entire lab. I'll say he has still has that little lab. I'll say he does have his, science lab outside. So, he takes them outside, does everything. I'll say what the civilization looks like. Looks like Bulma's technology. But futuristic, I'll say the house they have. So, they have a couple of houses like that. With, like, 5, Cybermen per house. So, yeah, there's about 4 of them. And I'll say a 5th one. And, they're building more, like a library and everything like that. So, he's just, getting everything set. Okay, so here. I'll say... I'll say they still do sleep in the ship. I'll say the ship, they have sleeping pods that they still go to. They are trying to have sleeping pods, but they're kind of still comprehending the technology to make sleeping pods. So yeah. I'll say the one that made the sleeping pods was actually Midori himself. And I'll say Midoriya, while learning ki, he has also learned how to take away life energy, which is a green substance. Life energy as in not just your quirk, but everything of your, existence entirely. Not absorption, but kind of your essences of your being. So like a pure form of ki. But, the only thing that's it's able to be used on is, healing methods and whatnot. And man, did this man just exploit that. This man absorbed so much ki. He literally put his finger in the tree and just, basically, absorbed the entire tree, basically. Or just all of, the ki and, life energy. Kind of just, I'll say it's, healing ki, yeah. Why not? Or more lines, ki, but different types of ki. See, or just ki in general, and there's, puts finger in a tree, sucks up all the ki. Or no, I'll say he learned how to use the ki to heal. So he absorbs life energy from trees, and they do start to chop down trees and use them as resources. The more that he absorbs, the bigger the civilization is. And by a couple of days, they have about, give or take, 7 to 8 houses now. And they're building very fast. Because I'll say, unlike Bulma's technology, it isn't as instant, but the Cybermen do have fast hands, so they're able to kind of build fast, and kind of have the blueprints to the the house build this foundations and everything wired into their brain or memorized. Because I'll say, unlike DBZ Cybermen, this man actually studied them and kind of have them involved. So yes, they may be a bit weaker than the Cybermen in DBZ, but they make up for it in their giant knowledge, though. And unlike Frieza, he doesn't instantly kill everything. He actually, studies it, figures out, everything about it, and then, kind of judges it from there. As you know, he does create a healing pad. He actually moves everything out of the ship. So, the sleeping pods and all of that, he actually moves it all out. So, basically, the ship is just an entire hollow ship, basically. It's everything hollow. the flying system, beds, throne, everything, like everything, weaponry, and like anything in general, just everything out, hollow, everything. So yeah, he's very easily able to kind of adapt everything. So he's building everything and actually copying everything and teaching the Cybermen how to, create these things by deconstructing it and recreating it to kind of have them get the gist. So each of his forms has its uses. First form is, I'll say first form is fighting form. Second form is no. Okay, I'll say first form is studying combat form. Second form is more lines studying like more lines brain power form or adaptability, and the second form or third form is strength wise, the actual fighting form. So comprehension, adaptability, and strength. The strongest form, or most durable form, is his first form. The most strongest form is the third form, and the most technological, smartest form is the second form. But he only knows of his first form. He hasn't trained anything, so he doesn't know anything. He's still in his, he hasn't yet unlocked, his training methods to, get his other forms. So, I'll say he does have his first form, though. So, yes, even though he is in his, bulletproof form, or more lines, very durable form, he is, he's not as smart as he could be. As also he's able to, when he does learn how to get his forms, also he is able to rapidly change between them. Unlike Frieza, where you gotta yell for like an entire 5 episodes just to turn into one form. Now this man can I'll say give or take, it gives him a couple seconds to transfer forms. I'll say an entire key barrier forms around him, and then disperses when he gets his new form or transfers forms. So yeah. Okay. As he also starts teaching, the Earth Cybermen how to fight. And whatnot. And I'll say he does send others scouting, Cybermen, the green Cybermen to scout. Cybermen, I need you all to scout for me. Scouts for fighting capabilities. Learn, adapt, and bring the information back here. As he slowly does do that, as he brings, the Cybermen start, they start growing each other rapidly. And I'll say he did leave half of the life forms back on Jogo, on the planet Emerald. They have a mailing system where they have entire futuristic civilization over there. And they have a mail system where they can send stuff through spacecraft that goes to Earth. They do this by locating. They have a tracker his what was it called again? Hold up. Power scanner. Scouter, yeah. On their scouter, all the scouters have, they're able to kind of track all the scouters until they send them the mail or the resources they need to him. As inevitably, I'll say there was a recent adjustments. I'll say they're now at this point it has reached an entire, year now, and they have about, give or take, 20? Yeah, 20. They work fast. Or not a year, but, it's been a couple months, and now they have 20 houses. Not just that, but they have 10 or 30 in total areas. And now they're doing experimentation on human animals. Yeah, with quirks. They're figuring out a way to kind of take away the quirk ability into a sort of, not Vlask, but vial. They're able to take away the quirk DNA and put it in a vial. So instead of erasing their quirk, they can take it away and put it inside a vial. Of course, this is without the defaults of memories. You know how, unlike All For One, when you rip away someone's quirk and then give it to another person, they don't gain their memories. No, they literally have that. No, they take away everything without any drawbacks. So I mean, you can gulp it down, and you'll be good. No drawbacks. Of course, from memories, of course. But, there are still, quirk drawbacks, of course. They are now editing quirks now. So, yes, they are now editing quirks. Yes, they have gotten this intelligent. And I'll say the quirks don't really affect them, since their bodies dramatically adapt. So they wouldn't really need the quirks. Or more lines, their bodies aren't compatible. So yeah. As this is where I will end the video. Thank you everyone for watching. I will continue this series tomorrow, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.